you know that the average American's retirement account has gone precisely nowhere for the past 5 years? That's not me saying that. That's Fidelity, which houses 45 million retirement accounts, 401ks and IRAs. And they just put out a report to end 2023 and kick off 2024 that says what I just told you, that the average value or total of the retirement account that they house has gone nowhere in the past 5 years. So pause to think about what that means for a minute. If you were heading into retirement or saving for retirement, to have a lost half decade where the collective country's retirement accounts went nowhere. And there's a couple of reasons for that. One reason is the stock market malaise that we've seen over the past 2 years, with the S&P 500 below where it was today in 2024, below where it was to kick off 2022. So 2 years of a sideways stock market. And the other thing that's weighing on those 401k and IRA balances is hardship withdrawals. So people are taking early withdrawals from their retirement accounts, and Fidelity says that's primarily to pay for housing, to prevent an eviction, or to cover an unexpected medical expense. And so here you have a consumer, literally all of America, 45 million retirement accounts, I just said, that are collectively in a pinch point, having to tap into their already behind retirement accounts, which they're not saving enough in. They're tapping into them to cover basic expenses like shelter and health. And so I write about this month in the January issue of Foundational Profits, how that translates into the real economy. Where is the growth going to come from if the American household is already drawing down their retirement savings to cover basic expenses? By the way, the Foundational Profits portfolio is not flat for the past 5 years. We have outperformed the S&P by 25% over that time frame, and by 100% over the past decade. So over the past 10 years, we returned double what the S&P has, with a simple portfolio of ETFs and large cap stocks and funds. So the January issue is out. We're kicking off a new year, and I go through my entire positioning and what you can expect. That includes a run through of the stock market, of the economy, of interest rates, and of bond yields. And the conclusion is that the Fed hiking cycle is done, yes, but that cuts aren't going to materialize in the first half of the year, and that's going to make a tough go for the stock market and for some commodities. But there are havens. There are things that are working, and we've been in some of those as well. Uranium as a prime example, which is now at 16-year highs, north of $90 a pound. And we've also been in gold, which hit an all-time record high to close out 2023 above $2,000 an ounce. So we performed positively in 2023, and I expect more outperformance in 2024. I outline how we're going to do that in the January issue here. It includes raising the buy under price on a utility, which is a long-term play on the end of the Fed rate hiking cycle. It includes a battery cell technology play, a recent recommendation that we cover in this issue. And it also includes a uranium company that we're going to be buying more of. I also give you my outlook for inflation, which, hint, hint, I expect to remain a sticky high for the next couple of months. And it also gives you my outlook for growth, specifically the U.S. GDP, which was quite robust in Q3 2023. Those are the last numbers we have, but we'll get the Q4 2023 GDP numbers later this month in January, and don't expect those to be anywhere close to 5%, closer to 1% growth, and then slowing from there. So I give my full retirement portfolio allocation in this issue, every position I own in the Foundational Profits portfolio, and how much of it I own, so you can make portfolio buy and sell decisions that way. And then I give an update on sort of the craziness and the political upheaval that we've seen in this country and elsewhere. And I relate that to the fourth turning, which you might have heard me talk or write about a lot in the past. It has to do with generational turnings and millennials coming of age and institutions being rebuilt in the image of the new generation. And that goes a long way in explaining some of the partisanship, political animosity, and outright weirdness you've seen in sort of that political sphere for the past couple of years. I show you how I've prepared my house and my family and my portfolio for that sort of political upheaval, which is expected to continue for the next couple of years. And there's 2 reports as well that I linked to from this issue that speak directly to that, the turbulent 20s and how to survive them. And also a report about how to build out a sort of a bulletproof portfolio and some of the tenets that you should have inside that for what I expect to materialize in the economy and the market over the next 5 years. So an action-packed January issue to kick off 2024 of Foundational Profits. Worth it alone just to get my portfolio allocations and see how I'm positioning my long-term safe retirement capital. And I hope you'll check out the full issue by filling out the form below. And I wish you a happy, prosperous, safe, and healthy 2024.